So some say the pandemic has changed the process of developing technology, both in time, making it quicker, and in use of digital. So do you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. And what the pandemic did, I mean, the pandemic was obviously very disruptive and had a lot of negatives to it, but at the same time, there was a lot of positives that came from that disruption in terms of you look at revenues, investments going into areas to improve, remote health opportunities.
Yeah.
The clinical trials industry has a great opportunity to continue to create positive disruptions. One of our companies that we're following and met with in London, Hawthorne, has a technology that is focused on enhancing enrollment of patients remotely, the compliance, hitting compliance, and what that means from a paperwork standpoint, cybersecurity, all those type of things, to be able to do that more efficiently. And that's going to be extremely interesting to see, because when you look at we talked about 1,200 new products in trials right now. So being able to create greater efficiencies in the trial process to get products to market quicker is certainly a really important consideration. In medtech, medtech grows, and obviously we got our start, and that's a big part of who we are, and in the medtech ecosystem and bringing value there. But it's growing, 6 to 7% annually. But if you look at robotic surgical platforms, wearables, remote monitoring, artificial intelligence, those areas are growing 30% plus. And from the same standpoint, the same situation with biologics relevant to cell and gene therapy. And we talked about, as it continues to explode, utilizing resources, talent, making sure that you can safely and effectively get those therapies into the market and measure those outcomes. Pre-COVID, for a traditional pharmaceutical product to come to market, 10 to 12 years, and between 2 and 3 billion. Pandemic and digitization and how companies interact, remote work, everything has been accelerated from that standpoint. We have a great opportunity, to create great efficiencies. When I was at the RAPS training on software as a medical device and cybersecurity in June, we talked about getting the opportunity to meet one of the physicians that was working on digital health relevant to drug development and clinical trials for one of the major companies. And he was talking about how they're looking at replacing placebo patients with a digital patient. So one of the recent studies, I believe it was McKinsey, but 78% of biotech companies consider digital transformation to be one of their top priorities for their growth strategies. So it's certainly going to continue to make a significant impact on where the market goes. And it's going to be really interesting internationally, but certainly in the US, 6 of the top 10 pharma companies are here. It's a $430+ billion industry. So it's going to be incredibly exciting to be a part of seeing patients benefit from the new technologies. And as we grow together and see what happens between now and 2030, it's really exciting time to be a part of this industry.